Good morning, traders. It's Paul here from Hurricane Forex, and I'm just looking at the markets this morning. Big moves in the dollar yesterday, huge whipsaws, lots of bouncing around, a few stop outs, and a couple of profits. And for me, one of my accounts didn't do very well, but I over leveraged that account anyway. So I'm just going to get to the right. I've got one of my. Here we go. This is the account we'll be trading from this morning. So I'm doing my setup trades for. Obviously got no trades on at the moment. Yeah, so we had a rocky day yesterday with the huge moves in the dollar due to unexpected CPI being way out. So there's a new version of the software, by the way, but you will automatically be updated from the MetaTrader 4 store. So moving swiftly on, dollar Swiss, can't trade that. It's pulling back to the sell we want to get into. And again here, not in a position to trade. I'm waiting for it to pull back to the gold line, and the same story here. It's quite sell 63%, so it is actually pulling back. Same sort of situation here. We've had this big rally up. I expect it to meet the silver line and come up and meet it, and then we'll be looking to take a buy on that. Provided that the news is actually consistent. Now we've got a nice sell signal sitting on euro yen, and in fact I want to focus on buying the yen today because of this. I noticed that but the market's flat at the moment, so it's not really going anywhere. And overall, these are in the longer term quite bullish trades. However, with euro and yen, you can see we've had this bearish run, bullish, goes bearish. These are like a bear flag. It looks like it's going up, but it's actually not. So there is scope for trading into it, but it's really not able to get past this support. So the next place it's going to go down is probably bearish. The fact that the market's flat means that there is a little bit of risk involved in this trade, but not too much, and I quite like it. A little bit of trade down to the 23.6 from 38.2 on euro yen. New order here. I'm going to sell it. So I'm just going to I'll put my take profit at 38.2% in the hope that it gets there, but it's going to take a while. You can see how, this is a 4-hour chart. There's my stop loss. Sell at that price 1.3860, which is very convenient, because it's on a 0 and a 5. Zeros and 5s you need to look at. There's normally a lot of orders sitting on those levels. So moving swiftly on, control F6 to move to the next chart. Same sort of story sitting on CAD yen, but I've already placed a euro yen order, so I'm not too happy with CAD yen, because it does seem to be a bit flat. Although it is in a 63% sell, it is pulling back. Again, look at the whipsaw there yesterday on the Aussie New Zealand. Crazy, bang bang, stop you out, come back again. A lot of time with news you can get that sort of thing where it doesn't really establish a new trend, it just bounces up and down for a while. But this one seems to have had quite an effect on the market. Just having a look at this one here. So yep, not really in a place to trade at the moment. I only take 3 or 4 trades a day. I try and limit my trades. Don't overtrade, especially with the volatility of the markets. You can see again, it's all quite flat because of the time of year that we're in August, when there are a lot of traders go on holidays and things like that. Here's another sell, and it's GBP JPY, so that'll have a bit more power in it because it's sterling, and sterling always does have more power in it. Same sort of story, but if I take it, I'm just taking the same trade. So all I've managed to find this morning is a euro yen so far. However, there is this very interesting trade sitting on euro Swiss. It's very slow. It really is slow, but it has broken through the 38.2%. However, it's too low. It needs to pull back to the gold line before I'd be interested in taking it. We've got a long here sitting on Aussie Swiss. Again, pretty flat. Let's leave it alone. This is quite nice. This is Aussie yen, so I would imagine, and again it's the same story, buying the yen. Buying the Aussie against the yen would be interesting, but we'll be trading against ourselves, kind of, I suppose. that matters too much. Right, so same sort of story here. This massive drop yesterday broke through all these support and resistance, but it's just hit the 38.2 and now it's going to come back again. So in a few hours, there'll be some trades in a few hours, but there is just not a lot at the moment because it still needs to recover from yesterday. Swiss franc is very interesting. CAD Swiss, I'd like to see a bit more of a pullback to here, maybe a new signal. You can see they are just pulling back to halfway, so they'll come back to the silver line before I take a long. I don't want to take trades against the market unless I have to. But if you're a bit of a scalper, you could take a short on that. Talking of scalping, this has now been fixed. This software's been fixed to run better on the 1 minute chart. So you can see there's a bit of an option to scalp the market, but it is designed for the 4 hour chart. Okay, so if you see a buy, don't take it up there. Take it when it's actually sitting at, you know, to your sell. Take it when it's actually sitting at the price here. So take it here. It's designed for the 4 hour chart, so it's not designed for the little teeny charts. Where were we? Okay, Control F4, F6. Let's move to the next chart. Dollar yen, same sort of story, pulling back. Dollar CAD pulling back. Dollar Aussie dollar pulling back. I do expect them to come back to the silver line, so there is a chance of a sell into the silver line. So basically they'll meet in the middle. They'll meet here. So that will come back to there. This will meet it up there, and then it will take a long. If that's a break, I can going on. Same here. So there's not really a signal yet on that one. Just flipping through the charts. So I'm really standing aside this morning with just one trade on, and that's this one here, the Euro Yen short, only because of yesterday's craziness with the dollar. So yeah, that's it. So hurricaneforex.com, you can get your copy of Hurricane Forex, which is this trading indicator. It comes with all this. This is all one indicator, and this allows you to clearly trade the Forex markets. Designed for the 4 hour chart, but you can run it on other charts like the 1 hour if you want to. You can do it on here if you really want to run it on the 1 hour chart, you can. You know, if markets are a bit flat, sometimes it's better to trade the 4 hour chart, the 1 hour chart, or faster time frames, or if you want to find more entries now. But you have smaller targets, obviously. The bigger the time frames you're trading, the bigger time frames that you trade, the bigger targets that you have. Okay, but also the bigger risk you have. So if you have a small account, maybe you can trade some smaller targets to start with. I hope that's helpful. www.hurricaneforex.com